Good morning, class. I am Professor Nova, and we are here at the university to study these small bodies from outer space. Today we're going to look at meteoroids, we're going to take a look at asteroids, and we're going to take a look at comets. So let us begin, and you can prepare to take notes. Remember, this is very important for your future. Meteoroids. It ends in OID, a very simple nomenclature to help you remember it is out in deep space. They are small pieces of rock or metal moving through space. A meteor is a meteoroid that enters Earth's atmosphere, and it creates a streak of light as part of it burns. Meteors are also known as shooting stars. Most of them vaporize before reaching Earth's surface. A meteorite is a piece of a meteoroid that makes it all the way to the ground. Some meteorites, and again it ends in ITE, in the Earth. Some meteorites are large enough to create large craters on Earth and other planets. Meteoroids are fragments of comets or asteroids and other bits of rocky debris. They are the smallest of objects floating around space, ranging in size from the small pebbles to rocks about 3 feet across. Most meteoroids come from comets. These are low-density balls of dust. Meteoroids that break off asteroids are denser rocks. The vast majority of meteoroids that enter Earth's atmosphere are quite tiny, pebble-sized or smaller, and weighing only 1 to 2 grams. They create bursts of light because they enter the atmosphere at very high speeds, up to 160,000 miles per hour. At these speeds, the impact of even a tiny particle with the atmosphere creates a great deal of kinetic energy that makes a bright flash of light, forming a long trail. This trail is usually no more than 3 feet wide, but can stretch across the sky for many miles. Asteroids are relatively small, rocky chunks of matter that shine like small stars but orbit the sun like planets. They are sometimes known as minor planets. There are millions of asteroids in the solar system. Most of them are in the asteroid belt, an area full of asteroids between the planets Mars and Jupiter. Only one asteroid, the large and bright Vesta, is normally visible with the naked eye. Asteroids vary in size from 580 miles in diameter to 33 feet in diameter. Most are so small their size cannot be measured directly. They are generally irregular in shape and vary in brightness as they rotate. Most asteroids close to the sun are made of carbon-rich rock, while those farthest from the sun contain iron, nickel, and a few other elements. The difference between an asteroid and a meteoroid is just the size. The next area of our study is going to take us to the comet. A comet is an object with a dark, solid core. It's called the nucleus, and a diameter of several kilometers. The core is composed mostly of water, ice, and frozen gas. It is surrounded, whenever the comet is close enough to the sun or another star for part of the core to vaporize, by a cloud of glowing vapor known as the coma. Together, the core and the coma comprise the comet's head, which appears as a bright, well-defined cloud. As the comet nears the sun, charged particles streaming outward from the sun the solar wind, sweep the coma out into a long, luminous tail that may be visible from the Earth. Comets spend most of their time far from the Sun, beyond the orbit of the dwarf planet of Pluto. There are billions of comets that are too dark to be observed directly from Earth. They orbit the Sun in a mass called the Oort cloud. Only a few ever approach the Sun closely enough to be observed. A comet that does approach the Sun follows an elliptical orbit. Perhaps among the most primitive bodies in the solar system, comets are probably debris from the formation of the Sun and its planets some 4.5 billion years ago. Astronomers believe that the Oort cloud is a small, dense shell of debris surrounding our solar system. As the ancients gazed into the night skies, they were occasionally startled to see strange celestial objects intruding upon the familiar pattern of stars, the moon, and the planets. These mysterious apparitions look like fuzzy stars with long trains of light moving from one constellation to another and cutting across the paths of the planets at every conceivable angle. The trains of light suggested a woman's tresses or her hair. Hence, the celestial intruders became known as long-haired stars, or cometas, the Greek word for long hair. Be careful as you look into the sky. We want to observe what is up there, but be careful. You never know, you might